to
Sestra-Tainment.
I'm Lenora.
And I'm Dee.
And we're coming to you today in regards to
Everything Entertainment.
And so today I am congested.
Yeah.
So you may hear me cough. You may hear me sneeze. I may have to step away to blow my nose.
We don't have a big production studio where we can get this stuff cut and chopped and edited. So this is all one fell swoop, guys.
Yeah, you gotta get what you get. Yeah,
it's not a lot that we
edit. Yeah. We like to just
we're pretty good at this.
Yeah,
we're pretty down to just going through it.
Disagree. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
But all right, so but I am going to start first this week, and I'm going to talk about the movie His and Hers on Netflix.
Oh, is it a movie or is it a show?
It's a show. Sorry, a show.
Yeah, I haven't started watching it, but Jason's mom did tell me that I need to watch it.
Yeah. It is good. So if you've liked some of the things that we've recently mentioned, like All Her Fault, or what was that one you just talked about? Did you say was like that? I can't remember. But anyway, but if you're,
There's so many that we talk about.
So many things in our brain. But yeah, so it's like that where it has twists and turns and you're like, what, where, when, how, why? Like you're asking all the questions. And so I really enjoyed it to the point that one of my girlfriends, for those of you who don't know, the East Coast snowstorm, it's a mess. Yeah. And so what one of my girlfriends said is, give me something to watch for this upcoming snowstorm, because I think she asked me maybe Tuesday of this week, like, you talk about stuff, tell me what to watch. And I said, okay, well, watch His and Hers. And she said, girl, I already have. And it was amazing. So there you go. So that's another, it's not just my review of it. It's another review. But we have as the cast, Tessa Thompson is in this, and she plays Anna. She's like a reporter. Then you have John Bernthal, he plays Jack. He's a detective. And so, but basically the thing is that let me go back and say, he is the guy who is from The Walking Dead. So if you remember The Walking Dead, and he was the best friend of Rick. So that's the easiest way for anybody who watched The Walking Dead to know who he is. Pablo Schreiber is in here as well as Richard. He is like Anna's like camera guy as she's going out and about. Mean lady on the streets, kind of doing her work. And you would know from American Gods, he played the leprechaun. If anybody watched the American Gods, you'll know that. You have Sonita Manny playing Priya. I like her. She's been in a lot of different things. Spirited. She's been in, I'm trying to think of what it is. It's a bunch of different things, but everything that I can think of, I'm not seeing right now, are the things that I remember seeing her in. But she is really good. Normally has little small roles. So anyway, and then we have, who else? Rebecca Rittenhouse. She plays Lexi. We have Marin Ireland, who plays Zoe. We have Crystal R. Fox, who plays Alice, and she is the mother of Anna. I think that's kind of the main, you have, Chris Barr in here, or Bauer, you may say it, but he plays Clyde Duffy. You see him in everything. He is just, that guy who's in that show. So he's been in True Blood. If you remember him, he was the sheriff. All of that. Yeah. So that's who he is. And guess who he plays on here?
A sheriff.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, maybe not. No, maybe not.
Is he
typecast? He doesn't. Sorry. Nope, he does not. I was getting him confused with another show that I was watching.
Okay.
But no, he does not. He plays the husband of the woman who was murdered. So there is a murder. So the murder is of a person named Rachel, and that's played by Jamie Tinstill. So here's what happens. You start off with the show, and they kind of just go right into the fact that a woman is murdered on a hood of a car. And you're just like, it's raining, it's dark, it's at night, it's in the woods, and a woman is bleeding out on top of a car. And you're like, wait a minute, like, why is she out here in the middle of the woods? Why is she dying in the middle of the woods? Like, it wasn't an accident where she flew out of the windshield and she's on top of the car. Like, you're just wondering what actually has happened. And so then it goes into the Jack figuring out, hey, I need to go ahead and look into what is going on with this particular situation. So he is part of the county office, and he has Priya. I forgot what I said her name was. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember all these names. Priya's, yes. So Priya is like his side person, right? And so what she does is that she's just there. She's kind of learning the ropes from him because he's the person who knows everything. And so as he is looking at the crime scene, you're recognizing that he's noticing certain things and, picking up on all the things that you're supposed to pick up on. And then he goes to talk to all the reporters who are standing there. And interestingly enough, one of the reporters, after he answers some questions, the lady yells out over all the other reporters, do you know the victim? That's what she said. She didn't say, how do you know the victim? But she said, do you know the victim? And he just looked at her and then walked away. And so you're like, why would she assume automatically that the sheriff or, the person would know the victim? But then come to find out, it's basically because of the fact that it's kind of a small town. Everybody pretty much knows everybody. So he knew immediately who it was when she when she passed away or when he saw her. But then he also knew like who her husband was and all of these types of things. So he's like, I'll have to talk to her husband, the whole 9 yards. With this particular show, what I found so fascinating is that you don't know who did it. So you'll see,
at all.
Yeah,
until
it's
the
like
very end.
You'll see certain things that are taking place, and you're looking at it, and you're like, oh, I think this person did it. Like the husband looks guilty. Then all of a sudden you see something else, and you're like, well, gosh, the sheriff looks guilty. And then you'll see something else, and you're like, no. Maybe Anna, the lady who is doing all the news reporting, she's guilty. Then you're just seeing all these different scenarios and people, and you're like, what is going on? Like, help me to understand. And then part of the show goes back to like girls, I don't know what you want to call it. What are those schools that they have that are just for girls? Like, I don't know what they're called.
Like a boarding school?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like maybe it's just a high school for all girls. I don't know, but it was just this girls' school. So anyway, and some of the history of what all is going on in this storyline goes back to that school. One of the girls from that school actually now is like running the school. And people are just starting to go left and right. And they're all people who went to this particular school. So everybody who went there is kind of like, oh my gosh, am I next? Because I was a person who knew Rachel when we were all, together at this school. So people are getting picked off one after the other. What I will say is that it has a lot of twists and turns. Absolutely nothing was expected, which I liked because it's like, it's like giving you things and you're just like, oh yeah, that's the way it's going to go. So does it
lead you one way and then it
leads you one way and then it like does a complete 180 and you're like, what? And then it's like, so you realize why the reporter asked the deputy or sheriff, why did he know the woman? And you put that together. So I'm trying not to give any spoilers because the whole thing feels like spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Then you realize like, there's a scenario, the situation has happened in which Anna, who is the reporter, she was like your main person on like the Atlanta news. Like she was your, I don't know, your Hoda Kotb with Coda, for your normal, Today Show or Savannah Guthrie or whatever. So she was like that for the news. And when you start seeing her, you realize, she's been gone for a while. And with her being gone, a new person has taken her place. So Tessa's place has been replaced by a new person who is not going to let it go. And so based on that, what ends up happening is that she says, well, then I'll take this job back in my hometown. I'll check into this murder that happened because that's not normal for that to happen. Let me take the camera guy and we'll go. Well, the camera guy just happens to be the husband of the girl who took her place.
Of course.
And so she was like, well, if she's taking my job, I'm taking her husband. And then you see some inappropriate things happening with said husband too.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah. Why not?
I mean, hello. And so
you got to get back at her.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. And then there's something that unfolds with the person who, takes care of her. I mean, takes her job. I was saying takes care of her because her mom also has dementia. So she's having to take care of her mom a little bit, but her husband also has been kind of checking in and things like that on her and everything. But you're just like seeing so many layers to this particular show. And it kind of starts from the beginning, and I was there for it. So I really enjoyed it. Good. And when I tell you the end,
got you.
I'm getting a sip of water on that one. The end.
Perfect.
When I say...
Did it wrap it up in a nice bow?
They did.
Okay, good.
And tied it twice.
Oh, okay. So it ain't coming loose.
Yes. So my thing, though, is that when this ends, I was just... all right, so here's what it is. It's a doozy because I saw something on Facebook, and I wish that I hadn't. But I saw something that somebody posted, and they were like, you know how you see a picture or somebody will do something nowadays, and they'll say, if you see this, that means blah, blah, blah. You see this, that means... So I saw something, and I was like, what is that? And then as I started watching this movie, I was putting together like, maybe it's something with that, And so anyway, so you all haven't seen what I saw. So you'll even be more. So I was surprised knowing something that I was like, that somebody's leading on to something. You don't even know that. So when you get to what actually happened and the reverse, it's like uno, reverse. Yeah. And I was just like...
But it's like people will do that on social media because it's one of those shows that everybody's watching.
Mm-hmm. But if I hadn't seen that, it would have been so great because just seeing that, it put in my mind as I started watching this that this must be what they're referring to.
Okay. Okay, I get that.
But when I tell you, it was almost a double reverse. It was almost a double reverse.
Uno.
Yeah, it was almost like,
so Uno
go
movie.
over this way. Nope, we're going to take you over that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was so good. The last, 2 episodes, tied it all up in a double bow. It was a slow burn to start.
I was about to say, is there episodes that's like, there's nothing that happens in episode 3, so you don't even have to watch it? No. All of them have good, juicy.
All of them have something that leads to you knowing what happens in the last 3 episodes, probably. Okay. So it's like if you miss something in episode 3, then when you get to this other episode, you might be like, wait a minute, but why is that? And it's like, because they explained something a little bit earlier on. But I can't recall. I probably have to fast forward through a few episodes to just see if there was anything that, it'd be like, well, skip episode 2. But to me, no. And it was good. I binged it too. So it did not leave my TV screen.
Okay. So. The one I was talking about was the Beast in Me.
Oh, the Beast in Me.
Mm-hmm. That was the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah, that one is pretty good too. So anyway, all right. Well, that's all I had. What do you have, sis?
Okay, so what I have is a Netflix documentary, and it's kind of like a part 2. But not really a part 2.
Okay.
It's Evil Influence, the Jodi Hildebrand story.
Oh, I was going to watch that. Okay,
yes.
I haven't watched it yet. But...
if anybody knows, it's a documentary about Jodi Hildebrand, who was the partner of Ruby Franke.
Which we talked about.
Which we had already talked about. And you would know her from her kids being tied up. And... she had the YouTube channel 8 Passengers?
Yes.
So you would know her from all of that. And this is now the partner of her and all of her trauma and drama. Mm-hmm. So basically, Jodi Hildebrand had a hard time growing up. Her childhood was not the best. Okay. They don't go into it for sure, but they think that she had some sexual things that happened to her, which once you watch the documentary makes absolutely sense.
Okay.
Yeah. And she actually partnered with Ruby Franke because she had this kind of retreat. Jodi had this retreat thing that she was working on where she was the therapist for people, couples or whatever. And So the way that Jodi and Ruby got together was because with her being a therapist like this in that Utah area, what was it? Santa Clara, Utah. In that Utah area where it's very Mormon based community. It was basically based off of that. So therefore, her being the therapist and using that Mormon belief pulled her into Ruby. And then they ended up becoming really good friends that ended up then having a trickle effect of the way that the way that Jodi wiggles her way into these people's lives. So, so when Ruby and Jodi got together with their partnership, which I think their partnership was a whole different thing, but you got to watch both documentaries to understand that. Well, actually, watch both documentaries to understand that. But they got together with some more Mormons and called it Connections with an X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Connections.
I didn't know about that part.
So Connections was the name of their partner-based retreat therapy kind of thing.
Okay.
And what that does is actually has couples come together and you don't pay you're paying per couple per week. And it was like $2,000 a session.
Okay.
Now, you would go out and you would do stuff. You'd be like walking around and talking about your feelings, yelling out. Like, the stuff could actually be very useful. But then she takes the Bible or whatever. The Mormons still go by the Bible? I don't know what their book is.
The Book of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, okay. So then they take the Latter-day Saints book and they turn it, Jodi actually turns it into being able to separate husband and wife. So she's like telling these wives like, oh, your husband watches porn once a year? That's an addiction. And that's not right. That is not of God. And you need to leave him. And he needs to be banished from the house. Like, jeez. And until he doesn't have any more of these issues, then he can come back. But before then, he cannot see you. He cannot see the children. But he can still pay for the therapy that y'all can come to together. Of
course.
But, not together. Like, they'll pay for the therapy. And
the
then
women are coming to.
No, the men have the therapy too.
Too?
Yeah, because it was like the women have a therapy and then the men have a therapy. So now you're now not just paying $2,000 for a couple. They're paying $2,000 for the husband and the wife. Yes.
$4,000.
Yeah, so she was making like $46,000 per year per couple.
Good gosh. Where do these people get this money? I always wondered that from
Mormons.
Because, like, they have all the kids and they have all the houses.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. If they have all the kids, it's kind of like grandpa working on the farm. I got all these kids, so now these kids are going to do the work, and I'll show them how to do it.
But that doesn't bring you money like that.
No, but that's how you start companies. But that's how you start companies.
So you're saying they're starting companies that then pay them to, okay.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, I have
always wondered with the sister wives. Even
I can make a concrete company, so therefore, like, I know how to do concrete. My grandpa showed me when I was a baby.
And then they just
now we just have we are the biggest concrete company in the Utah area. Yeah. And, and then it's like, oh, yeah, we do lumber. We do this. We do that. And then it just blows up from there.
It's fascinating.
But then also
that's a lot of money.
But then also I know that the Mormons are people who take care of themselves. So they actually have their own, like, storage. Like, they have, like, warehouses where they can go grocery shopping for themselves.
Yeah.
So it's just like you just pop into, like, it looks like a mini Walmart. And you just go in there and grab some stuff. And it's like you can get a pound of hamburger for, like, maybe $3.
Oh, so it's cheaper.
It's cheaper because it's only in their community.
Gotcha.
So somebody who has a farm kills the cow, and now they grind it up, and now we package it up, and boom. Yeah, so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right. So, with all of this, now we have her making all this money, but her separating the wives from the husbands.
And she's not married.
She's not married. Okay. I think she was married before she had kids, but they don't really go into all of that. It's kind of like... When I watched it, it was like a back and forth of talking about Jodi, but then also talking about Ruby and the husband and everything, because they were trying to explain how severe what she was doing with her so-called connections therapy was actually traumatizing families. So they even have her recorded where she was like, yeah, it's like you can't even discipline your kids the way you want to anymore. Like, you can't have your kids lay on the floor to sleep because they've been bad. It's like, you can't have your kids lay on the floor to sleep. Like, if they have a bed, they should probably be in it.
Yeah. And so, is that how she was treated? So she's just putting that
it's like, I'm
people?
thinking that's what it. But see, they don't really like dive into her childhood, because it's like nobody knew her. Like, nobody in the documentary really knew her. It was like, we went to school together, or like, we were.
Oh, it wasn't anybody who.
It's kind of a vague documentary. Yeah, vaguementary. I like that. A vaguementary. But it's definitely a couple that's on there that is talking, and they talk about how that's how I know exactly how much the money she got per year from this couple. It was like, he was like, I was paying $46,000, and he was like, but I was never seeing my family. He had to go and live somewhere else. But then the whole time while he's living somewhere else, he has a men's group where they have therapy. And in that men's group, it is Jodi telling all of the men that they are basically pieces of crap and they need to work on themselves. And she's giving them certain Bible verses to make them feel down more on themselves, to make them feel like, okay, so there is something wrong with me. Yeah, she's a whole lot of brainwashing, but I mean, I get it.
And why? Like, what? Who hurt her?
I think, I don't know who hurt her, but I know that she has a power issue. She hates men.
Okay.
And you can tell that she hates men because she's separating the men from the women, and she's always hanging out with the women.
And she moved in with the woman.
Her and Ruby were. Yeah, she was like, like for Ruby's husband to be in both documentaries and being like, I don't know, like she would, I don't know. But Jodi was having night terrors, and Ruby would be upset and everything, and she would go in there with her and said the next morning, then they'd be all fine and happy and laughing and joking. I'm like, because your wife is sleeping with this other woman, bro. Like, you don't even see that because you're so deep in the church that you like, that's a sin, and this is not.
And no one would, and my wife would never.
My wife would never.
And Jodi wouldn't either because
she's into this. Yeah, it's like. He oblivious. So it's so many of those, but it's so. But it wasn't just.
It's everybody.
It wasn't just the men.
Culture.
It was the women. It was just like in that whole culture, it's like everybody is oblivious as soon as you mention the word God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You mention the word God, and it is a whole other thing. What's the dude's name? Was it John Smith or something like that? You mentioned
John Smith.
You mentioned John Smith.
I think that's at the Book of Latter-day Saints. I think it's the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Okay, well, whatever
book it is.
That was probably
the Book of Mormon.
Though is it the Book of Mormon?
I don't know. That's the name of the play.
But it's just literally, it's like you have the ability to help people.
Right.
And some of the stuff that you were saying actually can help people. But then you use your power to separate people, I guess, so you can figure out who your next lady is that you're going to lay with and do your thing. I don't know. But
no, they use the Bible. I just looked
it
up.
Bible?
So
okay.
They use the King James version of the Bible.
Okay.
Looks like for Mormons.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. She's just a master manipulator. She is a narcissist. She is what do they call it? A snake oil salesman.
Yeah,
con
but
man.
Was she doing it from a perspective of truly conning people, or was it from a perspective of she really believed?
Yeah, I think she really believes, and she's nuts. That's what I said. She hates men, so she was using that. But it's not like she was telling men like, you have to go away and just do this. No, I'm giving you step by step of what you have to do. Now, it can take 3 weeks, or it can take like 8 months. It can take a year. I don't know how long this is going to take
for you.
For you, yeah, because there's no reason why you should be watching porn on your birthday, because this is your tradition that you've been doing.
And they know that it's wrong because their religion is saying that it's wrong. So they don't even challenge her because they're like, well, I know it's wrong and I don't know why.
And that couple that they show, I think that couple is still separated, or they might be divorced now or something like that. Oh, no, I think they're still separated because they don't believe in divorce. So they are still separated, and he's like, I'm just happy that I can see my child. because he probably has animosity. It's like, you were listening to this woman, and I feel like it was like you were listening to this woman, and I was listening to this woman, but then I realized she's nuts, and I'm not going to keep doing this.
But then you kept listening.
Type thing. So
and now we all know she's not there because of the fact that she's been arrested.
They showed the video of them getting arrested, of Ruby.
It was
and
both
Jodi
of them together.
getting arrested. Yeah, and it's the same.
That.
It's the same
from the
other documentary. But it's just funny how it's like they put them in the same patrol car, but Ruby wasn't talking the entire time that she was getting interrogated. But they said that Jodi was like, guys, I want to talk to you, but my lawyer says I can't. So, I really want to be helpful and tell you exactly what's happening, but my lawyer keeps saying I can't. So it was like they were trying to get stuff out of her, but then she was like, yeah, okay, so all right, here's how it goes. So then, all right, no, all right.
Oh,
my lawyer says, yeah. It was like,
and so what lawyer is this? Did she already have how would you already have a lawyer? You didn't know you were getting arrested?
You know what? I think that she maybe has a lawyer for
like on retainer.
Yeah, I'm guessing so, because she was
for her practice.
She lived by herself in this like $6 million home in Utah.
Good gracious.
That's what I'm saying. There was a room that was a vault inside when they were trying to find the kids, which were in Jodi's house, when they were trying to find Ruby's kids, which were in Jodi's house. They were just walking around. It was like, there's another room over here. Hey, there's another room over here.
Wait, the kids were in Jodi's house?
The kids were in Jodi's house.
Why did I think the kids were in... So the husband wasn't there in that house, or the husband?
The husband had to the husband moved somewhere else because he was not supposed to be around his wife.
Oh,
and
I'm
Ruby,
for Ruby, I can't even remember that in that other documentary.
And Ruby was living at the home of the couple, of the husband and wife. Remember, it was supposed to be like Jodi had messed up her back.
Yes.
Or something like that was going on with her, and then she had to go and stay with them.
Yeah.
And then when she stayed in them with the room, that's when she had to have Ruby come in there and hang out with her or whatever. Yeah. And then it was like, no, your husband needs to leave. And then he leaves. Yeah. But Jodi still has her house. But they were keeping the kids tied up in that house while I guess still being at the other house.
Wow.
But it was... It's traumatic, like the things like when the 911 call, and they showed the video of the old man with the 911 call when the son walks up and he's like, escape from the house.
Right.
It's like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, he's like, well, hey, what are you doing here? And he was just like, can you call the police for me? She's like, what do you mean to call for police for? He said, some personal business. He said, personal business. And he said, he looked at him and he had, what was it? It was saran wrap and duct tape wrapped around his arms and his wrist and his ankles. And that old man, when he's sitting there on the phone and he starts talking about it, he just cries. He cries. Yeah. And it's a horrible thing because it's like, why would you do this to a child? He was like, he's malnourished. Like, he is not okay.
He didn't let him in the house though, right? He just left him out there while he called the cops.
He had the phone outside, outside, he didn't let the boy come in the house. He just told him, all right, well, why don't you sit right there while he went to go grab the phone.
Yeah, grab the phone.
And then came outside with his wife, and then they were sitting there, and they was looking at him like,
I don't remember how that worked.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's so crazy that people will do something to somebody who's so innocent. Like, these are children.
Yeah.
And now these children are going to grow up and have so much trauma.
Yeah. And you don't know how that's going to impact them.
Yeah, you don't know if they're going to have trauma where they're going to do something with their lives, or trauma where they're going to do something bad with their lives.
Yeah, right.
That's how we get people who go in and shoot schools up. That's how we people who shoot Charlie Kirk. Or shoot at a president, or shoot at that's how we get people like that, is because trauma happens and they don't know how to deal with it.
Yep.
But then exactly. Like, we can get the best of the best. We can get Oprah Winfrey, or we can get Iggy.
Yeah. Exactly. Both had trauma. But we don't know which path that person will choose based on the trauma that they had.
Yeah. Can they get over the trauma, or are they just going to die, be stuck in that trauma?
Stuck in it forever.
Yeah. So It is. It's a pretty okay documentary. If you want to go back into it and look at it, because I know a lot of people watch the Ruby Frankie one, and this one does give you the one about Jodi Hildebrand, but it's not. I feel like it's kind of vague. It's not really defined about her because they don't really have a lot of knowledge of her, but yeah, like I said, it is called Evil Influence, the Jodi Hildebrand story. Catch it on Netflix.
Excellent. Thank you, sis.
Yeah, what do you have next?
So I'm going to go and talk about, because and I don't think we acknowledged this, but we missed last week. But the weekend before that was the Golden Globes. And I didn't talk about the Golden Globe winners.
I didn't know that it was. I don't even know when award shows are happening.
They typically, I think the Oscars are coming up soon. They just named all the nominees for that. Interestingly
which one is the Oscars and which one are the Golden Globes?
The Golden Globes are like the precursor to the Oscars. So they are the foreign press that makes that decision.
Is it TV shows, movies?
No, they're TV. I mean, it's both. I'm sorry. You're talking about the Emmys. The Emmys are TV shows.
TV.
The Golden Globes and the Oscars are movies.
Okay.
Documentaries, things of that nature.
Got you. Okay.
Yep, exactly. So, can I tell you that when I saw the winners...
Wicked won everything.
No. When I saw the winners, I was like, I have no idea what these movies are. I have never, and I mean, we have an entertainment show.
Yeah, but we don't have like IFC channel or any of those.
Yeah, I did not know these were movies. Let me give you just for the best motion picture. Okay. Let's just talk about that one. So the choices are Frankenstein.
Okay.
Did you know that was a movie?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay, I think I saw something about that only because it was on my TV, not because
I didn't think that I thought
I didn't know about it being in a movie theater.
This is what my thing about Frankenstein. The only reason that I knew about it was because I saw when I'm on Netflix and I'll go to upcoming. I was about to say up and coming, new and upcoming, and I'll just look at the trailers, and then I'll set some reminders to watch these things.
Okay.
So I saw the Frankenstein one. I looked at it and I was like, that is not going to pique my interest. It's not holding my interest to continue this trailer. So yeah, that's the only reason why.
And it was for Best Picture. It didn't even hold you.
I could see it being Best Picture.
Yeah, because
of all of the cinematography in it, because it is frozen people. Apparently how I've seen it from the trailers, it was frozen dead people from a war that they just take body parts and put together and that's Frankenstein.
Made them whole. Okay. There was something called Hamnet. Hamnet.
Heard of that? Yes.
I had never heard of that.
Yeah, but isn't it like Hamlet, but just Hamnet?
I have no clue.
I think that's what it looked like.
It was just an accident.
It was
never
just
heard of
an
that.
Accident. No.
Sentimental Value. Never heard of that.
Sounds familiar.
Sinners, of course, I had heard of that because I saw that and we talked about that. And then The Secret Agent. Hadn't heard of that. So these are the kind of things that I am, talking through. So I'm going to go through this fast because I don't know most of these things. So I normally would end with Best Picture, but I'm going to start with it because, why not? So it is Best Motion Picture Drama was Hamnet. That was the winner.
Yeah.
Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. Don't know any of these names. I'll go through them really quick. Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme,
I've heard of Begonia.
No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, and One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another should have won that.
It won.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That is that is Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor.
Oh, that's the one. That's the two of them. Okay, so One Battle After Another was the winner. Okay, then we go into Best Motion Picture Animated. It was a K-pop Demon Hunters.
They should have won.
They did.
Oh, of course.
I'm just going to get that. Yeah, that's who won. It was Arco, Demon Slayer, Elio, Zootopia 2, and Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain.
So those are a lot of
Anime.
anime, yeah.
Yeah, anime. I
Yeah.
figured, other than Zootopia.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Best Motion Picture, non-English language. I'll just say the winner, and that was The Secret Agent, which I
Okay.
had heard of.
Yeah, never heard of it, yeah.
Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. The winner was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. I can never say
Okay.
that right. She was up against Eva Victoria, Jennifer Lawrence, Julia Roberts, Renate Rezive. How do you say Reinsve? Rainsve? Maybe Rainsve. And Tessa Thompson. All right. Then we have Best Male for a Drama. The winner was Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. He was up against Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, for Smashing Machine.
What is Smashing Machine? Oh, Smashing
Boxing.
Machine, the boxing
Yeah.
movie. That's right. I forgot he did
Jeremy Allen White for Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere, which I don't know how he plays Springsteen. I don't really see him as a Springsteen, but whatever.
that. I
have
can
to
see him
if
as a
I can look at
Springsteen.
it. I have to look at it and see.
I mean, I couldn't see.
I haven't
Was
even
it
seen the trailer.
Timothy Chalamet for? Was his name? Timothy Chalamet played
Okay.
somebody. I don't know.
Joel Egerton, Train Dreams, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Oscar Isaac for Frankenstein. So Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent won. So it sounds like The Secret Agent is doing pretty good and everything. You do have for the best performance by a female character in a motion picture supporting role is Tiana Taylor.
Okay,
So she
okay.
won for The One Battle After Another.
Nice, good.
She was up against Emily Blunt, Ella Fanning, Ariana
Okay.
Grande, Amy
Oh,
Magden, and Igna Illis.
Yeah, but that's a hard category.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
very hard,
Definitely
yeah.
supporting actress, yeah. So then you have Best Supporting Male Actor, and that is Stalin Skarsgård. So that is like Alex Skarsgård dad, basically. So you know him from a lot of different things. The guy from
Their
True
dad,
Blood.
you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
mhm. So Mr. Skarsgård. And he was in Sentimental Value. You have Best Director for a Motion Picture. This one got so much heat, but it is One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson. A lot of people felt like Ryan Coogler should have gotten it for Sinners.
Yeah.
So he didn't. A lot of people feel like Sinners should have left with more awards.
Yeah, because
than
there was a
they
lot of
had.
cinematography that went into that. It's kind of like
lot.
how the guy who did what is it, the Justice League, how he went so deep as to making a 4-hour movie, cutting it to a 2-hour movie, doing it in a
exactly.
different film, stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like if
But it's also a superhero movie, so would he even get an Oscar for it?
exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and with this, like I remembered, I talked about, I think on this show, about how Ryan Coogler did it in different types of film.
Yeah, exactly,
For
yeah.
different types of
Yeah.
film. So that if you're watching it on this screen, it'll look like this.
Yeah,
if you're looking
yeah.
at it on this screen, it's
Yeah.
going to look like this. But it was all filmed, but it was different.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's
different
amazing.
types of film to make
Thickness,
sure that
width.
no matter what you're watching it on, it's going to look perfect.
Yes. If it's IMAX, it's going to be like this. But
Yeah.
if you're looking at a regular screen, then
Yeah.
it's going to look like
Yeah.
this. And you're not going to still miss anything.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you had a wider experience
Yeah.
and a broader experience if you looked at it on a bigger screen.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
saw
that's true.
more of what was going on in the background, where a lot of movies don't do that. They just expand what it is that you would see anyway. So, yeah, so a lot of people were not happy with that. But the Oscars are around the corner, and they're up for 16 nominations for Sinners.
awesome.
So
Okay.
it's the most, I think they said in history,
Oh wow!
that one movie has gotten 16 nominations. I mean, how many categories are there?
I figured Titanic would have gotten 16 nominations.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. But yeah, that's a lot. But I just saw that it said the most nominations in history. Like it was record breaking. So, but yes. So you had One Battle After the Another that not only won Best Motion Picture Director but Best Screenplay Motion Picture. So I guess this is a really good. Have you seen that?
What?
The one. What is it? One Thing After the Other.
No, I haven't watched it yet. It's like almost 3 hours.
Oh,
It's 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I don't have time to watch that.
yeah.
I will, but maybe I'll watch it with the snow.
Oh, you know what? Actually, cinematic and box office achievement, they had to give it to Sinners because it made so much money. But Sinners did win in that category. Something I never, funny enough, I guess the Golden Globes does do a few TV shows too. And so
Okay,
it
yeah.
says here, The Pit. Have you watched that?
No, but it looks like ER. It looks
Yes,
like Noah
that's what I
Wiley
think they were trying to
got a
do.
spinoff for his own. He's the new chief attendant of his own ER thing. So it's like when I see it, I think ER because I see him. He's a
Yeah, but I think that's what the plan
It's like
was.
every
But yeah.
time I see a T-Mobile commercial, I think Scrubs.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but it says here holds the that Ryan Coogler Sinners of 2025 holds the record for the most Oscar nominated by a single film, receiving 16 nods for the 98th Academy Awards. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to do for the 100th. Yeah. So, but yeah, The Pit. So that one won for best television series. So I might have to watch that. And then musical television series is the Studio, which I know you won't watch that. Which is fun. Oh well, it says musical or comedy. It says musical or comedy.
What is the Studio?
I don't know. But it was up against Only Murders in the Building, Nobody Wants This, Hacks, The Bear, Abbott Elementary.
Oh, I did watch
and
The Studio. I did watch The Studio.
And what was it?
The one that I talked about with.
Did you like it?
Seth.
Oh yeah. That's right. I thought
It was okay, but it's
would
like,
it have been better than these other shows that
No.
you talked about? Okay.
no.
Best television limited series, anthology series, motion picture made for television. The choices. Let me see if you can guess.
Okay.
The Beast in Me, Dying for Sex, which I had never heard of before. Black Mirror, All Her Fault, Adolescence, The Girlfriend.
Oh, that's hard.
I didn't watch The Girlfriend. I don't know what that
I
is.
watched The Girlfriend. I was actually going to talk about it. Oh, that's hard. And it's what is the category?
Best television limited series, anthology series.
So
or
I'm
motion picture.
thinking Black Mirror, but it's probably Adolescence.
It's Adolescence. Yep. Mhm.
Look at me. Look at me.
Me too. All right. Best performance of a female actor in a TV series drama. Here you go. Ready?
Yeah.
Bella Ramsey in The Last of Us, Britt Lower in Severance, Helen Mirren in Mobland, Kathy Bates in Matlock, Carrie Russell in The Diplomat, or Ray Shehorn in Pluribus.
Severance.
Nope.
No. Probably Pluribus because it's the newest one that came out.
Pluribus. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yep. And I'm glad she got that because I liked her in Better Call Saul. All right. Then, best performance of a male actor in a TV series. I'll just tell you because I don't want to take up too much time. But it was either going to be Adam Scott for his Severance. I'm going to say this part. Diego Luna for Andor, which I haven't heard of. Gary Oldman for Slow Horses. Mark Ruffalo, Task. I still need to watch that. Noah Wiley, thank you. Wiley, The Pit, or Sterling Brown for Paradise. And the winner was Noah Wiley. That surprises me.
Well, see,
Against Mark Ruffalo,
this is
Sterling
also
Brown,
yeah, but this is also the
Gary.
thing. This is also the thing that I noticed about award shows. The newer shows that come out towards when they're doing all their nominations, always they're like it's fresh in your head.
Yeah, but
So when so it's like
Paradise was amazing.
But I know,
Severance
but that's
was
what I'm
always
saying. It's
good.
almost like you want to drop your movie or your TV show
right before.
like just a few months before.
Yeah.
So and then by the time if you have one of those that you're putting it out every week, by the time it's done, then that's when the nominations come out. That's the week of the nominations.
All right, so best performance by a female actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. You had Ayo in The Bear, Jean Smart, Hacks, Jenna Ortega for Wednesday, Kristen Bell for Nobody Wants This, Natasha Leone for Poker Face, and Selena Gomez for Only Murders in the Building. That's a category right there.
Yeah,
and the winner was Jean Smart for Hacks.
I knew it was going to be Jean Smart. I could see that.
And then best performance by a female actor, limited series, anthology, or motion picture, and that was Michelle Williams for Dying for Sex. So it's funny, it didn't win for the show, but she won for her acting in it.
Okay.
And then best male actor for a TV series, musical, or comedy was Seth Rogen, the winner.
For the Studio.
For The Studio, yep, against Steve Martin Short, which I hate that they have to go against each other because that
they're all
cancels
leads.
them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Glenn Powell for Chad Powers. And
I could have saw him winning.
he's the new up and coming dude too. Like
Yeah, I
everybody's
mean,
talking about
he's
him.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and Adam Brody for Nobody Wants This. Best performance by a female in supporting role is Erin Doherty for Adolescence.
Okay.
I don't know her name.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have? Oh, we have oh gosh, they even give them out for podcasts? I didn't even realize that.
What was the podcast? Well, Mel Robbins was up.
Okay, so here we go. Best podcast. Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard is a nominee. Then you had Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, okay. That's with Nikki Glaser, right? No, that's not Nikki Glaser.
It's somebody. Yeah,
it might be Nikki Glaser.
It might be.
Yeah.
Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
Oh, and that's new.
Smartless.
Smartless. I can see that.
Mel Robbins podcast. And the one called Up First.
Okay.
So who do you think won?
Probably Smartless.
Nope.
Dak?
No, you said it kind of.
Mel?
The one that was the newest.
It was Amy.
A Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler. Yeah. It's always just like it's fresh in my mind. Ooh, I'm into this right now, so let me vote for it.
Yep, pretty much.
And I feel like that's what it's always. I don't know why people don't see that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because what you're supposed to do is look at the entire category and what clips they send you for the different things that are a part of the nomination so that you can look at everything with a fresh lens and say, let me look at all of these and decide versus what's the buzz thing that people are talking about right now. But all right. And then you had Best Performance Stand-Up Comedy on Television. And it was Bill Maher for Is Anyone Else Seeing This? Brett Goldstein for The Second Best Night of Your Life, Kevin Hart, Acting My Age, I can never say his name, Kamal Natanji for Night Thoughts, and Ricky Gervais for Mortality, and Sarah Silverman for Postmortem, and the winner was Ricky Gervais.
I was about to say Ricky Gervais.
Yep. And Best Actor for a Supporting Role on a Television Show was Owen Cooper for Adolescence. Okay. He did really good on that. He made me feel like I wanted to cry. And then the Best Performance for a Male Actor in a Limited Series Anthology. So the male actor was the father, Stephen Graham on Adolescence. So the father and son from that both got Golden Globes. So we will see what the Oscars develop into over the next month or so, I think is when it's going to happen. Let me look that up. But otherwise, like I said, for the movies, I was so lost. I had no idea when that was going to happen or what those things were because I just didn't know any of them. But when it came to the TV shows, at least I had heard of some of those or we have talked about some of those. That was helpful. So. But let's see, when will it take place? It will take place on March 15th. Okay. So we got about 6 weeks.
Okay.
All right. So what do you have, sis?
All right. I want to talk about this new show that I started watching, that I watched all of it. Okay. Ponies.
Never heard of it.
It's on Peacock. It's Persons of No Interest. Huh. Yes. Ponies.
Pone.
Yeah. Poni.
Oh, interest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm blaming it on my medicine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
that I was
so it was like, So, and let me go over this cast. You know people. We got the Targaryen in there.
Oh, okay.
We do. We have Amelia Clark.
Oh, yeah.
She plays Beatrice. She goes by B. We have Haley Lou Richardson, who plays Twyla. Adrian Lester, who plays Dane, who is a CIA... he's like a CIA coordinator or something like that. He's up there. We also have, I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name because it is not of America and I don't want to butcher it. But he plays Andrei Velisiv.
Artyom Glitz.
There you go. You got it. Let me see who else is good in here. I'm trying to think of the people who are actually like on it a lot. Vic Michaelis, who plays Cheryl Szymanski, and then her husband is Nicholas Podney,
Yeah.
who plays
maybe?
Rod Szymanski. He is in the CIA and works underneath the guy who's Dane, and then that's his wife. So they're in Russia.
Okay.
So we got the U.S. CIA spies that are working in Russia,
Okay.
and it's like the whole division. So they're at like the embassy and everything. They're all staying together like in this one hotel.
Okay.
Now was it KGB?
Mm-hmm.
They follow them, but they're like the mafia following them. So it's like, we're going to follow you, but we're not going to stay car links behind you. We're just going to, when you pull out, we're right behind you.
We're rolling up on you.
And then while you're having dinner with somebody who's supposed to be of importance, we're sitting at the table right beside you, staring at you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they're like, we're letting you know that we're watching you at all points in time. So then that way there's nothing that you can do. And then because the CIA has spies, now the KGB has spies. So now everybody's spying on each other and blah, 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 blah. And it's just... it's got to be hard to work with that. But anyway, but there's like these two CIA
who do you know
agents.
you can trust?
Exactly.
Because you can have double spies.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So there's the two CIA agents and their wives. They live in Russia with their wives.
Okay.
So now their wives are trying to adjust to living in Russia. Mm-hmm. Now, B, who Emilia Clarke's character, B is like the perfect housewife. Oh. So she's just like, honey, you came home, I do this for you, blah, 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 blah. And then like she's out in like, I guess, let's say the square. Okay. And she's going around and she's trying to buy different things. So she's trying to buy eggs, and she buys eggs from this one older Russian lady who's staying there. And she's like, I asked for 4 eggs. I gave you the money. And she speaks fluent Russian. You gave me the money, but now you're giving me 3 eggs and 1 is broken. So let me get another egg. And the lady's like, no. Ooh. So now she's like, you pay me and I'll give you another egg.
What?
So then right when she's about to pay, right? No, but right when she's about to pay the woman, then Twyla walks up and she's like, hey, how do you say, like, give me my egg, bitch, in Russian? And she was like, I'm not going to say it. She was like, just go ahead and say it. She was like, trust me, just say it. And then she says it. She says, give me, like, no, I'm not paying you extra, give me my egg. And she was like, Twyla's looking at her, she was like, now call her a bitch. And she was like, and then she says it, and then the lady goes, ugh, and then gives her another egg. She was like, all right, cool. Twyla is a free spirit. Twyla's
so why wouldn't she do it for the first person, but she did it for Twyla?
Because
why didn't she do it for B?
Because why would she do that when she can walk all over this woman and get more money?
Yeah. But I mean, she could just say no to both of them. But, okay.
Oh yeah, but see, Twyla looks American. So Twyla has like the curly hair with like the bangs, but she has highlights and everything in it. And this is back in the, I guess, 80s. Okay. Like late 70s, 80s. Yeah. And so she's got like this like swag about her, the way she's walking around, because she's like she looks like a flower child, where it's like a flower child that's in a roadie or something, like hangs out, like a woman who hangs out with the guys who are in the band. Okay. But she's not sleeping with them. She's just like one of the guys. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So she's like that. So she's like, she'll have like nice boots on with a heel, but she'll have on her bell bottoms and a leather jacket and then like a tight t-shirt. Wow. And then she'll have on like aviator glasses that might be yellow. Yeah. And then, like the big hair or whatever. Yeah. So, so she's very, she dresses androgynous or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like everybody sees her and it's like, yeah, the American over there. And she's like, you can tell I'm American? They're like, yeah. Look at you. Yeah.
Russians don't dress like that.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like, Russians don't walk around like just looking at stuff and like in awe. Russians are, I have to get to this place.
Like New Yorkers.
Yeah, I'm getting here. I'm not looking at anything. Mm-hmm. So it's their husbands end up passing away, end up dying in a so-called plane crash. Okay. That's what they tell them. But then they also tell them that their husbands are the U.S. ambassadors to something, 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 something. Like, when the two of them are talking to each other as they walk away from the lady with the eggs, she was like, "What does your husband do?" She's like, "Oh, he works for the government." My husband does too. What does he do? And then as B starts saying it, then Twyla finishes saying exactly what she was saying. She was like, "You know what our husbands really do? This is all just a facade."
This is what we.
And then
say.
B's like, "No, I know what my husband does." So it's a whole thing. It's like, does she actually? So then it's like, does she actually know, or is she just trying to keep it like a secret, or like what's happening? But once the guys die, the women are like, they're at a party. It's supposed to be like a St. Patrick's Day party or something. Okay. And while they're at this party, oh no, it's I think it might be a Christmas party. They're at the party, and it's all the people who work for the United States that are there.
Yeah.
And as this is happening, Dana, the black guy who is over everybody who is the spy, so I guess he would be whatever that would be, the middleman, the head, not the head honcho, but I mean like he's like the assistant to the head or something like that. Let's say that. Okay. But I'd say he's like the director. Yeah. He comes up to the ladies and was like, "Excuse me, I need to speak to you. You know, I'm sorry to bother you. I need to speak to you now." And it's like, okay. And then it gets quiet in there, and everybody is thinking, "Oh God," when he comes out and says, "I need to speak to you," and then goes to your husband's partner, who is this lady, and says, "I need to speak to you." Oh no, it's bad. So they go into the men's room. Okay. To have this conversation. They're in a building. It's like we don't have anywhere private to talk. So here we can go in here. It's more of like the women can go into the men's room, but I'm not going to stand in the women's room and explain this all to you. Yeah. So, and then they tell them, "Hey, your husband's died, blah, blah, blah." And B is like falling apart. Like, "No, I don't understand." And Twyla's like, "So what is our story? What are we saying to people?" And they were like, "You say that your husband was flying in a plane and the plane was shot down by the Russians." It's like that. So it's like, so but then it was like, B says, "You're not even going to tell us what actually happened to our husbands. You're just going to do this.
This is what we're supposed to say."
And she's mad and angry. Twyla tries to hug her and console her. But it goes from them being like, okay, we can kind of be here for each other, to CIA being like, "Oh yeah, no, we're shipping you home now. Like you go home after you leave this party right now, and you go home and you pack your things, and we'll ship all of
where
to United States."
Oh
yeah, it's like what can we do for you here? Like you were here because of your husbands,
and they're not,
and your husbands don't work here anymore.
Yeah,
so now you got to go back home, grieve with your family.
Yeah.
They get back home.
That's a jolt.
They go through some stuff, and B finds something, and she's like, "We should go back." So we should go back. And the other one's like, "Oh my God, I've been thinking the same thing." Blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah. So then they go back, and the whole show is about them becoming housewife spies for the CIA, because spies in the late 70s were all men.
So they just married men? Wait, how did they become their housewives? I'm so confused. Housewife spies.
Because they were housewives, and now they're spies. So now they just become housewives.
You meant they were new housewives, like no, they were already there as housewives. But okay, I got you. Yeah. Sorry, I got.
So now it's like they're still housewives. That's their thing. They're supposed to be housewives, but now, yeah. But then they're going to be spies. So are they learning things
from the wives?
So this is what happened. Nobody talks to each other. It's like your husband works here. That's it. Like we don't have to talk, because the more that we talk, the more that people will know that we know each other. Yeah. None of that. So then when they go and say, this is what we want to do, the guy is like, "This is a horrible idea." Then goes to his boss. "Hey, boss, look, I think that we should take these two women." Of course. Yeah. It's like one speaks fluent Russian and one is fearless, like headstrong, like bull. Yeah. And they have to find a cover for them now. So it's like, so you're not really a housewife because you don't have kids to be like the housewife
or husband.
Mother. Or but
that's why I was like, wait, how are they a housewife? I'm so confused.
But then it's like, but now you're going to be a secretary here, so you work for the government. You be a secretary here.
I was thinking too, like, how do they make
and then money? we'll let you know we're going to utilize you.
So the cover is them being the secretary, because that's where I was confused, because I was like, how can you be a housewife with no husband? I didn't know about the no kids, but you still had to have the income coming in, so you can't just be a spy. And when people say, "Oh, what do you do? How do you say you get paid? Are you just living off of the insurance of the husbands
this
who
is
have
the thing.
passed,
The
or-
thing is like the people. Okay, all of the United States people know each other. They don't talk to each other, though.
Yeah, I had to
It's like
pick
we are
up on that.
coworkers. That is it. We see each other at our holiday parties.
Yeah.
That is it. There's no reason for us to talk to each other.
Everybody's got different agendas of what it is that they're doing, too.
Exactly.
So what are you going
Exactly.
to talk about? Because
Sure.
my mission is different than your mission.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
So,
That makes
and then like outside of that, you don't talk to anybody in Russia
Okay.
because
So it's
we're
like
going
solitary
against the
environment.
Soviets. We're here in
Yeah.
Soviet territory, so you can't talk to the Russians, because if you talk to the Russians, then they could possibly get you for something, and it goes downhill from there. And blah 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 blah. But it ends up. I started watching it, and I was like, okay, second episode. All right, this is dumb. The things that piss me off. This is the reason why I say it's dumb. I love the show.
Okay.
It's a good show.
Good show.
The things that piss me off is there is no reason why you're following somebody, and as you hear footsteps coming, you hide behind stairs that are metal and can be seen through. But this is where you were hiding.
Yeah.
Or
'cause
you're
he's not
trying to
gonna
be
see you.
quiet to sneak up to something, and then like they made the movie like it was made in the 70s.
Is it
So
a
it's
movie
like-
or a show?
I mean the show.
Okay.
Like it was made in the 70s. So
Okay.
it's like you get into like this bunker, and what do? You look over and you're looking down. All these computers and everything are
Yeah.
right there at where in that direction where you are, but you're looking down at everybody working on their stuff.
Yeah.
But nobody sees
Sees
you.
you. Yeah. It's a little.
That's the
fake.
thing.
It's
You're
a little
walking and you're standing like behind a shrub with your whole head above it
fake. And nobody knows.
and a leaf to cover your eye.
And they
and
weren't doing
there-
that for
and-
comic value.
No, because it couldn't be, because it just happened throughout the whole thing.
Oh wow.
But then it's like, but this is what it is. It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be hiding, and this is how I hide. So like, you see like somebody look around to see if somebody's looking, and they
they
look
don't
right,
see that.
yeah. And I'm like, that is the one thing that pissed me off about this show. The one thing that just got under
But
my
you
skin.
know what I feel like? I wonder if they're paying a little bit of homage to those old 70s
Maybe
movies
so.
that
That's what I
were
was
like
thinking.
that.
Maybe that's what I was
Maybe
thinking. I
that's
was
it.
like,
maybe they're just like,
maybe-
no, this is intentional. We're just trying to show you like how 70s
yeah.
movies,
It reminded
films
me.
were
You know what it
made.
reminded me? It reminded me of like the old, like, what's his name, Adam West and Batman.
Oh
and,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and,
yeah,
um,
Pow,
yeah,
bam.
like
or
that
Benny
kinda-
Hill or something
yeah, it's like you're
that.
hiding behind. Like, let me hide behind this crate,
Yeah,
but you can still see like my whole backside.
Yeah,
because the
exactly.
crate is not as wide enough for me to hide behind
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it just drove me nuts. But
but I think
then
that must be
I
what they
pressed
were
on.
doing.
I pressed on and
You
kept
pressed
watching it.
on.
But then the storyline got better and better and better and better. So I was like, okay, now I can actually see. Then these ladies who are scared to death of doing this stuff, they just want to know answers about their husbands.
Yeah.
Then they actually become spies and actually like do missions and
kick butt. It sounds like.
kick butt and like
Take names.
yeah, kill people,
Wow. Okay.
people. Yeah.
And what was it on again? Or what the name and what was it on?
yeah, so it's called Ponies.
Okay.
And it is on Peacock.
And Pony stands for again? People.
People of no interest.
Of no
persons
persons of no interest.
of no interest. Yeah, because it was
Okay.
like they were explaining, like, yeah, the KGB follows us everywhere because we are people of interest.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, so you all are people of no interest. And she was like, ponies. Like the Americanized, like the hippie look one. She's like, we're ponies. And it's like, the B looks over. She was like, persons of no interest. She was like,
Oh, got it.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Cool.
mean, I'm with it. I'm here for it. I think that it could be something that can be. It can be multiple seasons.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like this.
All right. Love it.
All right, what do you have?
I just have one quick thing that I wanted to state because I know we're a little bit over, but had you heard about the newest relationship in entertainment right now?
No, I probably don't care either.
I mean,
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
no,
Okay.
no,
I don't know. He's been on everything, and they would keep talking about him. So.
no. It is Al B Sure
Oh, and Luenell.
and Luenell.
Is that facts that it's relationship?
Every media outlet and situation is saying that it is real, and that's the part that that's the why I wanted to bring it up, because everybody thinks that it's like, nah, they're just playing everybody, they're pranking, they started this and now they have to continue it and all of that, and what's up with all the public, they have public displays of affection.
Like what public displays of affection? Okay.
Yeah. There's plenty of.
I understand that
videos
because
and all that.
he went through a lot. She was there.
He went through a lot. Yeah, she was there. He said that she was talking in his ear and encouraging and all of that. And she has forever, from what I understand, had a crush on him.
Okay.
And so she on her, if you follow her Instagram, and it's Luenell Luenell, she is a comedian. I'll be sure is I can tell you how I feel about
he's
you
a
now.
singer.
Singer, and has
radio DJ now.
and radio host, all of that.
I don't know if
stuff.
he writes songs or anything.
And he had some serious health issues going on in the last couple of years.
They tried to say it was Diddy.
And they're saying that it was Diddy, and he was in a coma, kind of like what was going on with Jamie Foxx, which they also said was Diddy, but I digress. But yeah, so he really had some terrible health issues, had to get some transplants, I think like a kidney transplant or something.
He looked really bad.
Yeah,
he was on his deathbed.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And so he has bounced back. He's looking good. And so she basically put all over her Instagram. Like, they started off by saying, hey, look, this is not AI. It is truly us. Like, this is, who we are and what we're doing. And it's not a new relationship. We are just new for you all. So that was kind of basically what she said, is it wasn't anything new. And then she said also, he would just show up. Like, he was like, oh, I'm at this place. He shows up. I'm doing this show at this location. He comes backstage. She was like, I couldn't even keep my composure because I was like, oh my gosh, I just have always loved him so much. So anyway, I just wanted to say this to say that she has gotten a lot of things that are like, wait, so I could have gotten Al B Sure? Because if Luenell can get him, and everybody is making it seem like she is unworthy, that she's not pretty enough, that she's not skinny enough.
But they're around the same age, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So then, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So long story short, if you want to see more evidence of their relationship, just go to Luenell's Instagram page. She is putting it all there.
I was the only reason I said, I recently just watched Yama Fix My Life.
Oh yeah,
and I saw that. Yeah, and I saw how
her daughter.
Yeah, and I saw how immature Luenell can be.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like. I thought that Al B Sure would have been like, okay, like you're making jokes about stuff that is very personal.
Yeah, and not supposed to be joked about.
Yeah. So that's.
But maybe she learned from the online. Now she's had
maybe.
All right, but on that note, that is all that we have today for
Sestra-Tainment.
I hope that everybody has an amazing rest of your week.
Hopefully you stay warm.
Hopefully you stay warm for the East Coast. I hope everybody is safe and sound and inside, because the snow and the ice and the sleet and the craziness that's going to shut everything down is...
Winter is coming.
Winter is here.
Right.
Is here. And the last thing I will say, just because we weren't here last week, is that God can do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all I'm going to say for that note.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody, have a great one. Bye.
Bye.